Nigeria's most diverse feature is its people. Hundreds of languages are spoken in Nigeria. As a variable instrument of national integration and peaceful coexistence, culture is a very important element in any society. In Nigeria, festivals are bound to emphasize and showcase the rich cultural heritage of the people. Recently, some have become international events that attract tourists from different countries around the world. One of such festivals is Regatta Boat Festival of Yawuri people. Yawuri is one of the 21 local government areas in Kebbi State, northwest of Nigeria. Kebbi State in Nigeria is known for its tourism potentials.
Historically, Yawuri is one of the most important Hausa states of the old Hausa kingdom. The periods of Mansa Musa and others who have governed the West African historical space. But over the years, you know, the initial capital was in Bini Yawuri, and from Bini Yawuri, they moved to the riverine part of the country, of the emirate. Now, at some point, Yawuri Kingdom extends all the way to borders of Binungwari that you have today. Here, we border Nupe, and here in the north, our borders go beyond Koko at some point of the historical zenith of the emirate.
Before the introduction of the emirate system in the 90s, Yawuri was made up of 16 chiefdoms across 3 local governments of the emirate, which include Yawuri, Shanga, and Ngaski.
Yawuri has 16 districts, and each is headed by a district head. And these district heads carry out the daily administration of their districts. They report to the Emirate Council, and they take orders and advices from the Emirate Council. They are also engaged in the traditional administration and essentially the management of law and order. Sometimes these distinctions are not made by our political scientists, and I think time has come for it to be made.
Regatta Festival is a unique annual event in the whole of Yawuri chiefdoms. It is generally celebrated by the 16 chiefdoms of the 3 local governments in the emirate.
Regatta refers to this milieu of cultural entertainments and water sports which have been with us. Look at the canoe racing. People here have always raced against one another. 2 friends may be going out to fish and may decide to race.
That started with the time immemorial as a display of sense of Gungu warriors who from time to time and annually have led to attack the most dangerous hippopotamus in the area on the river Niger, but has still been transformed into international annual festival.
One of the cardinal essence of giving the festival a boost by state government is to have a multiple effect in boosting tourism, particularly in Yawuri Emirate, at state comp, federal time, and international level. Apart from fishing and farming, which occupy the main economic stream of Yawuri people, the Emirate is equally endowed with abundant underground natural resources, such as precious gold waiting to be tapped. Your Excellencies, the 2020 annual Yawuri Cultural Regatta Festival package includes cultural varieties show, such as Grand Agricultural Show, a social cultural display, cultural parade, commissioning of international fish market, water sport, and the Grand Regatta, and a lot of side attractions.
Regatta is a Gungenchi word meaning marine war in its context. The word connotes buoyancy and prestige. The annual cultural festival of Yauri people involves riverine maneuvers including water sport and entertainment. The festival started about 200 years ago as a display of naval strength of Gungu people, where Gungu warriors annually attacked the most dangerous hippopotamus in the area on the river Niger. Warriors would board various sizes of canoes with different types of weapons and attack the wild animals. With the coming of the Europeans in the 19th century, the then colonial government banned hunting of hippopotamus in order to preserve them. Regatta then became a prestigious display of wealth, power, and influence in wedding ceremonies of the highly placed families.
Historically, a competition that has been ongoing for a very, very long time. Now, you know, Yauri is very rich in agriculture. They have rice because they've got fadama. They have wheat. They have so many much more. In minerals, they are rich in gold. They are rich in fisheries. I cannot overemphasize on the importance of commercialization of this festival. For the international world, this will give them an opportunity to come in and see the diverse culture of the people of the Yauri Emirate.
A heritage of Yauri Emirate, and it has been there for time immemorial. And Yauri Emirate used to celebrate this regatta, which always express their culture and economic activities, including traditional cultures.
Every year, all the chiefdoms come together at the Yauri riverbank to celebrate Regatta Boat Festival, put together by the Emirates under the rulership of His Royal Highness Dr. Muhammadu Zayano Abdullahi, the Emir of Yauri. The festival is a roll call of who is who as people come from all nooks and crannies of Nigeria and neighboring countries to celebrate Regatta Boat Festival, clad in the best traditional attires.
Culture and tradition. It was started more than 200 years ago. At that time, boatmen used to use it to hunt hippopotamus and other dangerous animals in the river. To do that, we had to show your expertise in maneuvering the boat. So later on, when the Europeans came, the colonialists came, they banned the hunting of hippopotamus. It's an endangered species. So then the regatta turned to be festival, where when bribes are to be taken to the bridegroom's house, they were conveyed that by boats. And these boats are decorated, and all ceremony and merrymaking carried out, so that it becomes a pleasant occasion. So, but later on again, that has been abandoned for some years. It was during the late Sadon Sokto Amule Bello who revived it, because he used to spend his Christmas vacation here in Yauri. So at that time, people entertained him, cultural display and regatta. After his death, that's more than 50 years ago, regatta again stopped. So we are grateful to the present government of Cape State for reviving this tradition of regatta.
I'm sure everyone who saw what was on display here today about the rich cultural heritage of Yauri Emirate must be very, very pleased and proud about how beautiful it is. I congratulate all those who participated in both this event and the events of the last 2 days. Yauri town has played host to many important dignitaries who have been here in the last few days. And I believe this is one of the spirit of the festival. And the state government supported the regatta to the fullest. And I can assure that we will continue to support so that it becomes an international event that it ought to be.
During the week-long event, each chiefdom showcases their valor and tenacity in their culture and traditions, which include drum display and traditional wrestling matches.
Commissioner, Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, Yobe State University.
Other events include canoers displaying their talent, swimming competition, Nuta sport, round guard, calabash race, and canoe racing for young girls.
Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, you are also welcome. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, defense races almost over. Defense canoers arrived at the bank of the river. The second position 2 and the third position has already been realized in this quarter.
Akwai Safiyanu Ibrahim Yahudi, Sanusi Umar Yahudi, Simon Bashar Yahudi, Abraham Musa Yarbase, Alhaji Maro daga Shanga, Jamil Abdullahi Yahudi, kuma bayan tela zuwa Aliyu Garba Yahudi, Dan Lasu Beli,
I am delighted to be here today amongst brothers and sisters to participate in and enjoy this year's edition of the annual Yauri Regatta Cultural Festival. In the few minutes that I have been here, I have already seen 2 events, 2 races. And I was just telling His Excellency, the Governor, that it is when you come to events like this that you begin to understand the full potential of Nigeria. It is events like this that make you understand and realize that Nigeria was created the way it was created, with such diversity by the Almighty Allah for a purpose. It is now for us to realize that purpose. I just saw now, and I was telling the Executive Governor, we were comparing notes, potential Olympic gold medalists. For you to swim across the way they are with a heavy, massive calabash under you, trying to balance the calabash and trying to swim and navigate those waves. I don't even know that Phil Phelps or any of these Olympic medalists can do that. And that is where our strength lies, in the diversity of this great country. Our country is blessed beyond measure by the abundance of cultural diversity that exists within our borders. From the north to the south, the east to west, we are a people of history and memory. Too often our culture is replaced by sub-paradoptions of foreign practices and memories of time past that are erased to make space for new things that neither uplift us nor celebrate us. But today, here in this ancient kingdom, all that was lost is found. All that was given away has returned. And we are gathered in joyful celebration of who we are. A people of history, of commemoration, and of a culture that survives through tribulation and triumphs for all the world to bear witness.
Because of the colors of the boat and the noise, it used to attract hippopotamus and crocodiles that used to attack the area. And from that moment, the guard of honor, both in front and at back, have been mounted to protect the area. I think there is no better testimony to how we regard our women in Yauri, apart from this, more than this particular testimony. Coming here today is also a mark of the federal government's determination to leverage on the country's creative industry, which includes movies, theater, fashion, music, festival, and tourism to diversify the economy and provide jobs for millions of our teammates. I've also learned here today that Kebbi State and Yauri, in particular, is a melting pot, not just for Nigerians, but the whole of Africa. Because I can see here the Malians, who are boat builders. I've been told here that some of the boats I see here actually ply their trade between Yauri, Niger, up to Mali. I think this is quite commendable. It also shows how hospitable the people of Yauri are, because they live in peace.
Regatta Boat Festival also features conveyor of the bride protected by warriors on canoes, presentation of the bride to the king, who is the custodian of culture, and various cultural display. Also to entertain the spectators are traditional magicians and people of varied mystical influence and power. The festival also attracts an exhibition of agricultural produce from farmers. Variety of such crops include cash and food crops, vegetables, fruits, poultry, livestock, and locally made farming implements and craft artifacts, among others, are displayed to the public.
And as you know, agricultural show is not new here, or anywhere in the northern part of the country. People show their farm produce, but at that time it was local authority that used to conduct or to look after or supervise the agricultural show. So now we are reviving everything from regatta, agricultural show, and cultural display. So inshallah, we are going to show this to the world in a few days' time.
Celebrating Regatta Boat Festival has been a splendid experience for people of Yauri Emirate in Kebbi State. The festival, inherited from generations, is meant to bring together people and to thank God for protection. Although Islam and Christianity has been in existence for long, there has been no written records, however, of the people's religion or mode of worship. The peaceful coexistence amongst people of various chiefdoms and ethnic backgrounds in Yauri Emirate is attributed to the effective functionality of the traditional rulership structure to provide arbitration in case of any form of dispute among the people. Before any dispute goes to the formal court, such disputes usually go through the traditional leadership and are often resolved amicably. Regatta Boat Festival provides the platform for cultural integration, reunion, and socialization, celebrating culture in its splendor and beauty. This is the heritage of the Yauri people. It is their culture and their pride. Yauri Regatta Festival is indeed attraction to Nigeria's tourism potential.
Lives are in your hands while you drive. Protect yourself and others on the road. Road Matters, shown on the network service of the NTA. Join us.